What is belonging? It is the difference between being included and excluded, and it is the difference between feeling comfortable and uncomfortable. Most of all, it is about acceptance. To demonstrate this, I'll be using 3 texts. A core text, Romulus My Father, and 2 related texts, the song Cats in the Cradle and the film Slumdog Millionaire. The core text is a memoir. It demonstrates strong points of belonging. The storyline of the text shares with us the relationship between Raymond Gautier, the writer of the book, and his father, Romulus Gautier. The book demonstrates to us that even though we may have ups and downs with the people we are close to, we unconditionally maintain a strong relationship with them. A reference to belonging in the memoir is Romulus and Raymond's connection to the Sunbeam motorbike and the connection to the farm, Frogmore. The connection to these items is demonstrated to us whenever Gautier writes about them, through his tone and the words he uses to describe his experiences. Examples of this are page 106, when Raymond is riding the Sunbeam and he writes, "Wearing only shorts and sandals crystallise in me a sense of freedom." This suggests that Raymond is free on the motorbike and feels he belongs riding, wearing only sandals and shorts. As with the Sunbeam, Raymond and Romulus's connection to the farm Frogmore is substantial, in such a way that whenever it was turning to ruin, they didn't renovate it or build on to enhance the house. This demonstrates to us that if the house were to change in layout or be updated, it would lose its value of belonging to Raymond and his father. The memoir also discusses ideas of not belonging. An example of this is in the quote, "Although he lived in it until he died, he never cared for it, feeling always that he would have preferred to live in a house that he'd built himself." In using this line, Gautier has demonstrated that he perceives his dad as not belonging in a house he didn't build himself, as he didn't have a sentimental connection with it. A technique used to show this is Gautier's tone in how he writes about Romulus and living in the house, also the language and types of words he uses when describing Romulus's attitude towards the house. The film Slumdog Millionaire, directed by Danny Boyle and Loveleen Tandon, relates to the core text as it demonstrates again close relationships. The 2 relationships depicted in the film are between Jamal and his brother Salim, and the second is between Jamal and Latika, a girl that he likes. It also relates to the core text through the context. Each is set in the hard times of poor areas of countries. An idea of belonging depicted in this film is the strong relationship between Jamal and Salim. Even though Salim betrays Jamal several times, he still looks up to his older brother. One scene that demonstrates this well is in scene 17. Salim comes home drunk and kicks Jamal out and sleeps with Latika, losing the respect of his brother. Then, years later, when Jamal finds Salim, they make up and Salim gives Jamal a place to stay. Techniques used by the directors to show hatred and love are close-ups to see Jamal's face when Salim kicks him out, and when the 2 brothers make up. Another technique used is the pace and tenseness of the music in the background, either fast and heated or calm and soothing, to strengthen the moods of viewers. These scenes show us that no matter what, Jamal will always forgive Salim and have respect for him. As well as belonging, the film also demonstrates concepts of not belonging. A representation of this is in scene 10, where Jamal and Salim are assimilated into an orphanage where they are made sing and men are blinded if they can sing well and are made sing in the community for money. Salim couldn't sing, so he was made a slave, and when he was told to fetch Jamal, he got him, then sabotaged the orphanage and ran away. This shows the respect of Salim to Jamal, and also that they didn't belong at the orphanage. A technique used by the directors to enhance this feeling of not belonging is the gloomy set of the orphanage and the tenseness of the scene. Similar to Romulus My Father and Slumdog Millionaire, the song Cats in the Cradle by Guns N' Roses demonstrates concepts of belonging and not belonging. The song is about a boy and his dad wanting to grow up like his dad and do things like his dad, but his dad hasn't got the time. It also has relation to the core text in the way it is based on a relationship between father and son. concept of belonging depicted in the song in the lyrics. I want to be like you, Dad, you know I want to be like you. This shows that the father is an idol to his son, and when the boy grows up he aspires to be like his dad, therefore belongs to his dad's life and his dad. The repetition of this line tells us that the boy really wants to be like his dad. The writer of the song wants to embed in us that the boy wants to be like his father. The song also demonstrates ideas of not belonging. An idea of not belonging from the song is in the second verse. It says, "My son turned 10 just the other day. He said, 'Thanks for the ball, Dad, come on, let's play. Can you teach me to throw?' I said, 'Not today. I've got a lot to do.' He said, 'That's okay.'" This demonstrates to us that the father has no time for his son. His work comes before his son and spending time with his son. This shows that the son has no sense of belonging in his father's life, although he craves to be accepted by his father and be like his father. These texts demonstrate that at the core of belonging is a person's sense of acceptance for who they are, what they do, and where they want to go.